Even years after his death, people are still talking about Jeffrey Epstein, and it's not just because his closest associate has been on trial. Conspiracies about his demise still persist, for good reason. Jeffrey Epstein, the financier who died in prison while awaiting trial for sexual abuse and trafficking allegations, has been the subject of countless conspiracy theories. Accusations against him came to prominence in 2005 when the parents of a 14-year-old girl told authorities that the businessman had abused their daughter. According to The Guardian, Epstein allegedly paid the teenager a few $100s to strip and massage him. An investigation ensued, and authorities discovered photos of young women in his Palm Beach, Florida home. More girls came forward, and Epstein was charged with molestation and unlawful sexual activity with a minor. Epstein evaded federal charges through a plea deal. He ended up being sentenced to just 18 months in prison and was under a work release program that allowed him to leave prison to go to work for half a day, 6 days a week, according to the BBC. In a little over a year, Epstein was released on probation. More women filed lawsuits against Epstein alleging they were abused, and the financier was again arrested in 2019 for sex trafficking. Also involved in the scandal was Epstein's ex-girlfriend, Ghislaine Maxwell, who was convicted in 2021 on several charges of sexual exploitation of minors. In August 2019, Epstein was found dead in his jail cell of an apparent suicide, according to multiple outlets. Several conspiracy theories about his life, death, relationships, and crimes have made the rounds since then, and even years later, the public still speculates about him. Epstein had some high-profile personal and professional connections. Billionaire and Bath & Body Works founder Les Wexner was Epstein's client. Epstein was once close friends with Donald Trump, and he was seen on a few occasions with Bill Clinton as well as Prince Andrew. While Epstein's death was ruled a suicide, theories immediately began making the rounds online that one of these former friends and clients had him killed because he allegedly had some incriminating information about them that could come out during his trial. Even prominent attorney David Boies had to admit to 60 Minutes Australia,
he had some very rich and powerful friends or enemies.
Some even believe that Epstein faked his death and escaped prison. Vox notes that the conspiracy theories were mostly fueled by Epstein's association with Clinton and Trump, who have both been accused by multiple women of sexual misconduct. Politicians and reporters offered their opinions on these theories about Epstein's death on Twitter. Some of those who openly spoke about it include Bill de Blasio, Rudy Giuliani, and Joe Scarborough.
Why would any president take him off suicide watch?
Despite the official ruling of his death as a suicide, some political leaders have continued to push for further investigation into how Epstein died. Conspiracy theories about him still keep popping up online even years later, and it has somewhat become a political issue because of Trump and Clinton's theorized involvement. These conspiracy theories about Epstein are probably here to stay. Public trust in official statements has eroded over the past few years as fraudulent news has been more rampant online. Filtering what's real from what's not can be difficult, especially with the quick spread of information through social media. According to the Financial Times, the American public's trust in the government and mainstream media has diminished, and many end up coming to their own conclusions about whatever new information comes to light. Political scientist Joseph Uscinski, co-author of the book American Conspiracy Theories, says conspiracy theorists typically retrofit information to support their own beliefs rather than challenge them. He said, "Every conspiracy theory has evidence, even the really crazy stuff." NPR also reported that because those involved in the conspiracy theories about Epstein are wealthy and powerful individuals, including even Bill Gates, the public is more interested. Some create their own narratives based on facts that come out. Uscinski notes that people's beliefs are often in parallel with what their favorite political leaders say. Political scientist Emily Thorson also noted to National Geographic that conspiracy theories last because of a psychological effect known as belief echoes, which she describes as an obsessive emotional response to information that can linger even after we know it's false. That may explain why conspiracy theorists still stand by their beliefs despite being presented with factual information.